So one of the things the housing market doesn't really like is uncertainty in politics. And at the moment we've got that in abundance. I feel like I should date and timestamp this recording. It's Monday the 19th of November, so things can change really, really quickly. Now, why don't people who are buying and selling houses like uncertainty? Because people want confidence that the price which they sell at or they buy at is not going to change massively, especially in a downwards direction. And also people want to know that their jobs are secure. And all of the uncertainty and the permutation surrounding Brexit are the sorts of things which can give people understandable concerns. So my phone's been ringing off the hook with people wanting advice from me, talking about the market, what should we do, what shouldn't we do, should we take our house off the market, should we bring it to the market. So I've got some sort of general pointers. So the first thing to say is that the question I always ask people is, why are you looking to move? What's the primary reason? And the things which people generally tell me is, I need a bigger house, I need a smaller house, I want my kids to go to a different school, I want a property which is in a different location because I've got a new job. And all of those are unaffected by the political climate. So one of the things to consider is that moving is a process which is about changes in your life. It's one of the reasons why I love the job and I love the industry so much, is because we get to touch those moments in people's lives. So, employment is good, interest rates are low, money is cheap. And one of the big differences between now and 2008 was that we had a banking-led credit crisis. In other words, banks stopped lending money in the way that they had been doing before. And there's no suggestion whatsoever. So the question which I would ask anyone to consider at the moment, who's a little bit unsure about what to do, is what would you do differently if Britain leaves the EU in March? What would you do differently if Britain didn't leave the EU in March? What would you do differently if there's a new government? What would you do if there's a general election? And invariably, the answer to those questions is that they do exactly what they were going to do before. So if you think, well, it's an uncertain time, it's time to shut up shop, it's time not to engage, I would just ask the question, why were you doing it in the first place? And how are the things which you think might happen going to impact on that decision? Because we've got cheap money and we've got low supply at the moment. And that means it's a really good time to be a seller because there's such little competition out there at the moment. So have a think about that. And if you've got any questions, I'd be delighted to take them. Please email me. Thanks very much.